Conversations about race and the experiences of Black people aren't something we should feel obligated to silence just because white people are around. I won't waste your time, let's get into it. This video is about a well-known white woman roller skater who runs a lucrative LLC roller skate brand and business. For legal reasons and so that this video does not get taken down for defamation, I will be referring to this woman as Jane Doe and her roller skate brand as Skate Co. To help understand my connection to her, I must take you back to the 2016 to 2019 era. I was in college and would skate weekly at Venice Beach Skate Dance Plaza. I would see Jane Doe often there. However, she never approached or spoke to me prior to 2020. In 2020 and the height of the pandemic, my followers on Instagram grew significantly, partly due to my online and in-person activism, as well as for my roller skating videos. Around March or April of 2020, Jane Doe reached out to me in addition to over 87 other roller skaters to participate in a planking video compilation for her roller skate page, Skate Co. She eventually posted the full video on Skate Co's Instagram page on April 8th, 2020, tagging all of us, as well as The Ellen Show. I had provided her my phone number for the reason to send her a high-quality video of myself doing the plank in my roller skates. I never considered us friends or close. In May of 2020, Jane Doe posted an uncensored photo of George Floyd's murder on her skate page, Skate Co. This was one day after his death. I have blurred the photo out of respect. This is what the caption read. A fellow Black roller skater who goes by the username Rollaleems responded to this George Floyd post stating, quote, "It's less of an issue of who can become a cop. It's that we live in a racist society that dehumanizes Black and brown people. Until the structure of white supremacy is dismantled, things like this will continue to happen." Jane Doe also sent these messages apparently pointing to low IQ scores of cops being the reason for police brutality. Skate Co's account owner Jane Doe responded to this Black roller skater via direct messages on Instagram with multiple voice memos of what appears to be Jane Doe yelling at Rollaleems, like this one. And fair warning, the voice has been altered.
"Girl, you don't understand. It's science. I have a science background. I took science in college. I studied it. Listen, low IQs are linked to bigotry and racism and prejudice. That's known. That's studied. That's factual. Yes, I'm not saying that there's not smart people who justify their reasons. That's different than justifying. But most bigotry is linked to idiocracy. I'm trying to be proactive here. Yeah, you can say all day, "Oh, it's racism." Yeah, it's racism. We can make posts all day and say things. We can all say that. But what can we proactively do to stop these murders? I'm livid that this guy was by a cop. I cried and I'm mad. I don't even see you using all your followers to, goddamn, use your platform.
In addition, when an Instagram user noticed that critical comments were being deleted under the George Floyd post on Skate Co's page, the again white woman, Jane Doe, via Skate Co's page, replied in a comment to this user insinuating that the Black roller skater, Rollaleems, is, quote, probably mostly white, and admitted she, quote, deleted a comment by a person that looks white. The Black roller skater Rollaleems currently still has the highlight posted on their page as well for reference if you want to check it out. But here's another message Jane Doe sent to Rollaleems via their Skate Co page. In Rollaleems' Instagram post, she states how she blocked Jane Doe and Skate Co's Instagram pages, but alleges that there were 3 other community pages Jane Doe used to continue to direct message the Black roller skater. As seen in the screenshots previously shared between the Skate Co's Instagram page and Rollaleems, Jane Doe accused the Black roller skater of, quote, attacking her, and referred to this Black roller skater as, quote, evil. Also, in May of 2020, Jane Doe called my cell phone. She was crying and appeared to be upset because of the backlash she was receiving for her uncensored George Floyd posts. She talked to me while I just listened for about an hour. I was very uncomfortable by Jane Doe calling me for this topic, given that we were not close like that and I have my own trauma with police officers. So I put Jane Doe on my phone speaker. My younger sister was on the bunk bed below me and heard Jane Doe on the phone speaking to me as well. Jane Doe, via Skate Co's page, also sent me 7 videos on Instagram DMs directly after, but I for sure did not respond, as you can see here. She also sent another fellow Black roller skater these voice memos about the incident. Again, the voice is altered.
I just wanted to talk to you. So it's not nobody's listening to me or understanding where I'm coming from, because it looks really bad. what happened is I posted about George Floyd's death when it very first happened, like before anybody else was posting on it. Like immediately jumped on it because I get very fired up about equal rights and injustice, and I'm a huge ally for Black Lives Matter, have been forever, and still am. What happened is that I had a lot of white people telling me to take my post down, and what happened is that I deleted those comments. One of those comments happened to be Rolalie's, and I defended myself towards her because I felt she was attacking me and attacking my intelligence and telling me to take my post down. So I thought she was one of the several white people who were telling me. So I defended myself, and I get very fired up. But come to find out, she's like a quarter or half black. She's not one of the white girls I thought she was. And yeah, that's what happened. I thought she was one of the several white people telling me to take my post down, and I wanted to defend myself against white people telling me that I couldn't stand up. I didn't know she was a girl of color. I heard she's like maybe a quarter or half. I've heard different things. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is that I would never, ever silence a person of color. If anything, I was silencing white people telling me to take my post down. Well, they won. I ended up taking it down because I was getting death threats, and I've been sick for days from this. I'm about to delete everything. I'm just going to leave the skate community altogether, if that makes it easier. So that's what happened.
In these voice memos, Jane Doe claims to be a, quote, huge ally for Black Lives Matter, and stated, quote, have been forever and still am. Jane Doe also stated she was defending herself from Rolalie's, quote, attacking her, and her, quote, intelligence. Jane Doe admitted she believed the black roller skater Rolalie's was white. However, as stated in the voice memo, Jane Doe appears to continue to invalidate Rolalie's blackness. When I mentioned that Skateco is a lucrative LLC business, I meant that. Currently, Skateco's website offers paid subscriptions for various dance choreo packages, one being the platinum subscription, going for $369 a year or $33 a month. How did we get here? Let me take you back again to get a better picture. Jane Doe appeared to have moved to Los Angeles from the South to chase her dreams in the late 2010s. Jane Doe would roller skate at the Venice Beach Skate Dance Plaza, a place where you can get seen by many tourists, photographers, and those alike. I saw her firsthand learn skate routines and moves from older black roller skaters who have been skating there since the 70s. On December 15, 2019, Jane Doe posted this video on her main account. The caption reads, older black male roller skater had cameras on him today because they're filming a documentary about him. So I lied to him and told him the crew wanted to film our potato sack lift just so I could get my girl to film it on my iPhone. Laughing face emoji. The crew did indeed film it though. Jane Doe continues with tagging her skate business, Skateco, in the caption, as well as crediting the music and various hashtags with her name and her roller skate business mentioned. Jane Doe appears to have a history of adopting elements of black culture in her business and creative endeavors, as evidenced by her style of dance, which is mainly hip-hop, and her music choices, which are mainly by black artists. In 2017, she created a YouTube video titled Message of Equality, which features Jane Doe and 3 other black people. She uses the song Weary by Solange, which was released in 2016. This song represents the emotional weight and struggles of black identity and the fatigue that comes from systemic oppression. Of course, Jane Doe made sure to credit herself in the caption for creating the video and dance choreography. In 2020, I launched a roller skate page called Casting Black Skaters. The goal was to connect black roller skaters to paid opportunities in the entertainment industry. I was motivated by the lack of variety of representation in paid roller skating entertainment opportunities. I shared a post on the page and my personal account stating that I was looking for black creatives to help me run the account. Soon after, Jane Doe texted my phone offering her services for what was supposed to be a black run roller skate page. I was obviously very confused by this. I did not respond to this text. In July of 2020, I used my Instagram platform to call out Jane Doe for allegedly mouthing the N-word in her TikTok roller skating video featuring Saweetie's song Tap In. Jane Doe responded by sending me several videos calling me, quote, evil, and claiming that the mouthing of the N-word I was referencing was a dance thing people do with their mouths. Unfortunately, these videos she sent me via Instagram DMs are on my old phone that I do not remember the password to. However, I do have this. My response read, hi Jane Doe, I don't feel like talking to you. Please delete my number. As you can see in the text message, she was continuing to type. I chose to block her in that moment. Jane Doe's refusal to apologize for allegedly mouthing the N-word and failing to delete the video motivated me to continue to use my platform to share on Instagram about my previous experiences with Jane Doe, specifically when she called me crying after her uncensored George Floyd post. Soon after I shared about my experience, my Instagram page became censored. I was unable to post, comment, like, share, or be tagged. It seems as though I was being censored by Instagram due to people reporting my Instagram page. My most recent in-person interaction with Jane Doe was around sometime in 2023. I was skating alone at Venice Beach Skate Dance Plaza at night around a small group of random skaters, Jane Doe being one of them. Jane Doe eventually approached me saying she doesn't know what she did and claims she heard that I didn't like her. I replied shortly and with a smile on my face, "You know exactly what you did. Please don't ever talk to me." She looked at me, in my opinion, a bit scared or shocked. Right after I said this to her face, I skated away from her and continued roller skating. I have not been keeping up with her. However, on July 6, 2026 at 5 p.m., I announced that I'd be making a video about this. I received information via Instagram DMs from a person who we will refer to as Jordan. Jordan claimed that they worked with Jane Doe in the summer of 2024. Jordan showed their support for this video by willingly providing screenshots of their interaction with Jane Doe regarding a recent paid roller skating job and social media posts. Long story short, Jordan worked a roller skating job that they got with the help of Jane Doe. When Jordan posted a thank you Instagram reel, Jane Doe appeared unsatisfied with the order in which Skate Co was tagged in the caption and requested Jordan updated the caption on the post. Jane Doe stated, quote, "I'm not mad, but it seems like you're trying to sidestep Skate Co. I would appreciate if you could update your post." Jordan replied to Jane Doe's text stating, quote, "I wasn't trying to sidestep you at all. I just spent my entire summer with these people, so that's where my heart was at and what I expressed. But I am more than happy to update, and I apologize if it came off that way. I'm not very good at social media." Jane Doe goes on to remind Jordan to update their post stating, quote, "That's how I can still get us gigs. Praying hand emoji." I guaranteed Jordan I would keep them anonymous due to the nature of Jane Doe's documented pattern behaviors. I shared to my story Jordan and I's brief interaction with their name blacked out. Although I kept it posted for less than 30 minutes, I chose to remove and delete it because I feared Jane Doe would retaliate against Jordan. Not even 4 hours later, Jordan reached out to me again via Instagram DM saying, quote, "So after not talking to me for 2 years, despite guaranteeing to find me more work and to be her blank, she saw that I liked your post and messaged me this at 10:20 p.m. Again, Skate Co is a lucrative business created and ran by a white woman, Jane Doe. Currently on the Skate Co website, Jane Doe offers at a cost certification to become a roller skate instructor. Many popular roller skaters have gained their certification through these offered courses. After scrolling through the quote certified roller skate instructors, I found that it appears that many of the quote instructors certified by Skate Co began skating in 2020 or after. Accountability isn't about canceling people. It's about recognizing when a platform is built on the backs of the same community it ignores and exploits. Protect your peace, stand up for what's right, support Black-owned skate business, and remember who was really there for the culture before it was trendy. Thank you for watching and holding space for this conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to support Black creators speaking their truth. See you in the next one. As promised, let us take a moment of silence for those who rush to call me a hater, a clout chaser, or jealous. They did this before seeing the facts because they worship this person or because they know what she's really like and choose to look the other way. Cue the tape.